Hi, Dustin.
What's up, man?
Not much. It's late August for this episode, or even later, maybe. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows?
It's a crazy world. It's so crazy, Dustin, that at the beginning of August, I mentioned this. I told the story about the bonus lead points and the mixer I was going to buy, which may or may not have aired by now. I have no clue. I'm so topsy-turvy. I have no fucking idea.
Right. Yeah.
It's like whenever the thing releases, I'm like, oh, this is a surprise to me too. I did buy the mixer.
Oh, nice.
So this morning I was like doing like the finances, and I was like, okay, I had like a discretionary spending surplus, and I say this morning in early August I did the thing, and I was ahead in July, and I had money that someone had Venmo'd me that I had gotten back, and I had like this $50 gift card from work, and so I bought that Zoom recorder mixer. I bought the AC adapter for it. And then I went ahead and bought a couple things I'm going to end up using for work, but just fun things for me too. I got one of those ring lights.
Yep. Sweet.
Which might help with this podcast, although I don't know where I'm going to put it. My desktop, there's nowhere for for stuff. And I got I think a pack of 3 lapel microphones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I'm going to need those. So
yep.
I'm excited. I'm excited to test them out. I'm all geared up now, and I'm like, I'm gonna tinker with it. So it's gonna be
nice.
Fun. I think I have an SD card, and if I don't, then that'll be kind of silly. But yeah, I got the recorder, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it for this show until we come back in the spring, maybe.
Sure.
Or ever. I don't know. I don't have to. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
I'll do whatever I want. I'll just sit there and pet it and tell him I love him.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah,
never use
you know
it
what
once.
though? When I come up for the wedding, I will bring it with me, and I'm going to at least screw around in the car or something while I'm, bring my mic. Well, why not? Yeah,
why not? Do it.
A travel log.
Yes. Sweet.
So stupid. But yeah. And so it only cost me it was a big purchase, but when it came down to actual money being spent, it wasn't that much. So
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, man, it was almost a steal in a way.
Sweet.
So I'm excited about that.
Nice, dude.
Buying things makes me happy.
Something has to.
It's all I got left. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I feel like I earned it, and I said back then, I needed a safe backup for actual work things to do, and I'm afraid to rely on this mixer anymore, and I can just put that Zoom on the desk right here and just yank the XLR out of it, and it'd be ready to go. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Zooms are super underrated. They're kind of
you
everyone's
right?
got them at this point,
Yeah.
But they're solid pieces of equipment, and if you're looking for audio recording on the go, that is still the best thing to do.
Yeah, and if you're going to pay, the thing costs $170. So if you're going to pay that much for a mixer, there are comparable mixers at that price point those are both more expensive. That's twice the price of this mixer I'm using now. And I bought this mixer 7 years ago, and it's been fine. And it does everything I need it to do. As we discussed, the only thing it does not do is record to SD, and it does not record isolated channels. I have to do finicky, weird stuff with it. And that's fine because I'm used to it. It's muscle memory, but it's also okay, but why? It should be, be able to do more. So, it's they think that people who record stuff don't give a shit how it sounds. If you can't do it on mic, that's it. But it's I want to treat the audio because that's what people do. So
correct.
I'm excited to get the Zoom just to have separate tracks, because the only thing available to me right now that does that is Zoom itself, and that's not a perfect system because that is just garble internet audio. It's not native sound, which is why you and I, for years, we've been doing this podcast for 14 years. And from the beginning to now, there has not been a good way to ensure highest quality recorded audio than recording it on your own device. and
that's right.
You know,
sending it over.
And that it'll never not be that way, but at least I can separate them. So
yeah, totally.
I'm happy about that. And I'm excited to dive into it and learn how to do it and, you know, make sure it does all the things I need it to do. So
sweet.
ChatGPT said it would though. And ChatGPT is Jesus now. So
it can do no wrong. You are safe when the overtake apocalypse happens.
Mm-hmm. Chat Jesus PT. The G's for Geesus.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, this is the Predator Killer of Killers episode. Yeah, this was recorded.
Which is fitting then why I'm drinking Liquid Death.
You got Liquid Death.
I got Liquid Death. Oh, it was on sale. It was half off at Publix.
Drinking
so I was like, yay.
The Costco alternative, because that's all I can find. It's not even at the gas station anymore.
Yeah, so they got rid of like the tall boys. So this is just the 12-ounce can. And it's just still drinking water. So it's not even the sparkling, which I don't really care for sparkling water too much. Yeah. But I was like, this is great. And it encourages me to drink more water, 12 ounces at a time.
Isn't it crazy that we needed a whole industry to pop up around to get us to hydrate?
Well, here's the thing. I've always enjoyed drinking out of cans more than drinking out of bottles.
Sure.
I feel like it stays crisper and colder longer, and it's just nice and refreshing. And so drinking a water out of a can, like a lot of people balk at that. I'm not one of them.
It is kind of silly, but once you start doing it, it is kind of like, oh, I really do prefer drinking water like this. It's kind of, and it's better than, it's cheaper than freaking bottled water, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's a little more expensive, but if you can catch it on sale, then it's comparable. And I'm like, well, I prefer it, so I will get it. And so when it's on sale, I totally get it. And yay.
It's one of those things that in the NA beer market, it's one of those things that has popped up that's just like, hey, if you go to a party, especially if you like are trying not to drink or can't, or you know, you're a recovering alcoholic, like it does give you like an aluminum can to pop open.
Yeah.
You know, for me, something carbonated to drink that's actually hydrating you. Because in the back of your head, if you're drinking beer, you're sitting there thinking like, this is doing nothing for me, really. It's giving me a buzz, but it's just sapping the water out of my muscles.
Yeah, exactly.
And limbs. So it's great. I love it.
I do too. I'm a big proponent of drinking water not from a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
So like I always use, whether it's like a stainless tumbler or something like that, always just, I don't know, it just feels nicer to me. So
yeah.
Here we go.
I totally agree. Yeah, I'm jealous. They took it away from the gas station that I was getting it at. And so now it's like, if I do want it, I really do have to like walk into Publix and at this point it's like I get a 30 pack at Costco for like $12. So it's a really good price. It's not Liquid Death.
It's not Liquid Death. Yeah. If I found another brand that did just still drinking water in a can, I would buy it. But I can't find another brand that does it.
They're all carbonated. Yeah.
So here you go.
Yeah.
And hey, a little bit of water got on my laptop.
So I couldn't hear that through Zoom at all. I'm sure it came through on your native track, but Zoom clipped it.
Yeah, sure. Zoom was like, that's background audio. Get out of here.
You held it up and I just heard silence.
You heard nothing. So Zoom has that like background audio suppressor and it's like, this is too strong sometimes. I want some of this.
I know. Another reason why we record our audio natively.
Yeah, there you go.
And we always will. All right. Well, yeah. Predator Killer of Killers is this episode. We did this review a while back. And since then, Dustin, I have seen this. I watched it over the weekend.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I won't say too much because we're about to, play you guys the thing and there's already an outro on this. So I will say, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff happening there. And definitely was a fun way to engage with this lore in a way that wasn't boring, didn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, I agree with you about the third act. That's all I will say.
There you go.
Please enjoy Predator, Killer of Killers. I want to tell you real quick that I was going to see this. I haven't seen it. I was going to see it. But then I was just looking at the animation and I was like, I don't know. I'm not like a big Predator franchise fan. So like, I don't put myself in like the demographic that needs to see this, and I'm not really like swayed by the animation. But then like before we sat down, like I saw a promo for it, and it was like, show me the Rotten Tomatoes score, and you know, some shots looked really cool, and I was like, am I wrong again? Did I do the thing again where I
yeah, right.
I decided it wasn't worth my time, and then someone's going to tell me
that it was. Yeah.
One thing I like about this is I'm noticing the director is Dan Trachtenberg, who is back from doing Prey.
Correct.
And I loved Prey.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about Killer of Killers.
My son, tell me why we fight.
Because our enemy still lives.
You all have traveled far and miss the warmth of home. But tonight, think of only one thing. Killing the monster.
You're not hearing me. There's something else up in the sky, and it's not human.
I pray you bloody your spear tonight. You are ready now. There's only one way to kill it. We must fight together.
Here we go. What happens if we survive?
So yeah, my history with this franchise is like yours. I've seen the first Predator. That's all I've seen. Mm-hmm. And then I watched Prey and really liked Prey.
Yeah.
And so for me, I saw, Dan Trachtenberg, great. I will definitely check out Predator Killer of Killers. To that end, the film is not quite what I expected it to be. I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't know anything about this. I just saw, it's available. Cool. I'll watch it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the film is an anthology. So it centers around the idea that I think everyone's had. I did see there was one Predators movie with Topher Grace. Am I misremembering that?
Yeah, that was Predators, I think.
Predators?
Let me see. So,
I saw that one.
Let's see. There was Predator, and then, which I've seen, you've seen. Predator 2, which I don't think I've seen.
I have not seen that.
And then there was Predators in 2010 that was directed by Nimrod Antal.
Yeah.
And that's the one with Adrian Brody and Topher Grace and
and Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne and what's her name from City of God? Hold on. Alice Braga. Yeah. And then there was the Predator in 2018 that Shane Black came back to write that nobody liked. Yeah. And then there was Prey, which we both liked a lot.
Yeah. And so I didn't know anything about this, but this is a vignette of the idea around, hey, what if the Predator fought a samurai dude?
Yeah.
And so that's what this film is. It's, hey, what if he fought a Viking?
Oh, that's cool.
And so that's what this film is. It's little vignettes of each of these, what a fight would be like in that time period against this monster.
Yeah.
But they are visually very different. Like I again, don't know anything about the Predator franchise, but it seems like the Predator always looks like the Predator.
Yeah.
In this, the Predators have different like body types and feel like they're very varied. I enjoyed that. I thought that was really cool.
That is cool.
It's a novel idea that like this Predator's lankier, more athletic. This Predator is just bulky and like immovable.
Yeah.
And so, and if he touches you, your spine is gone. And like, so
signature move. He has to pull the spine out of people.
Has to at some point see a dude's head with a spine coming out of it. And so, there's some cool moments in this, but the first thing that I want to say about the vignette thing is there's 3 of these stories followed by the 3 of them culminating into a climax in the third act. That part did not work for me.
Okay.
That was the weakest part of the film. If the film was just, here's 3 short films, I think it would have been far better than it was. I would have rearranged them. Although I think I don't know what chronology. I think they're in chronological order, if I remember right.
Like in terms of history?
In terms of history, historical. But I think the third one is the least impressive of the 3. So I would have probably tried to, if that's all it was just that, I either would have added a 4th or rearranged these 3. But regardless, that part of the film is fine. It starts with Vikings, right? So what would a Predator against Vikings be like? And there's some cool ideas and some, great things. I did have a thought throughout the film where I had to suspend my disbelief on stuff like this, because I think we probably mentioned this a little bit with Prey as well. Although it's maybe less glaring, that like these characters have none of the knowledge that we would have. Like if a predator thing actually happened in our world, we would at least have the knowledge of like what a spaceship might be theoretically. But a Viking is going to have no idea what a spaceship could even, like there would be no mental framework for that. So like in my brain, there's like a part of me that's like, some of this is a little too easy for them. And that's part of like in the third act when the Viking sees a spaceship and kind of knows to get into it and do. I'm like, a Viking has no idea. Like there's no way that a Viking even makes the mental leap of like, this is a boat. This is like a ship. Like there's no way they know that. So that like rubbed me the wrong way a few times, where I'm like, there's just no mental framework for this. Like, what is an alien? Like, I don't know. Did Vikings ever think, are we alone in this universe? Are there other creatures on other planets and other galaxies?
Yeah.
I don't think so. So like the framework of like, here's this weird beast. I just don't know that that's there. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm splitting hairs, but what I do want to talk about is the most glaring thing, which is the animation. Recently I reviewed The War of the Rohirrim. And this came out last December in theaters. And I said, the story's really good, but the animation is going to turn people away from this. And it nearly turned me away from it. I had to like get used to it. By the end of it, your eyes get adjusted and like, you know what's happening. And the same thing kind of happens here, but the animation here was like super off-putting at first. Everything from character design to the actual animation itself was really off-putting. At least War of the Rohirrim has some decent character designs, and like, just some decent artistry behind it. And then when it's in motion, you're like, oh, I'm sick. But at least like in a still, it would look fine. Like, I don't even know that in a still, this looks good. I think it just looks wonky always. But that's just me. So you do have to get over that hurdle, and you either will be able to, or you won't be able to. I was, for the most part, able to get over it. I was more stuck on the story and why this third act, culminates in the way that it does. And then the film just kind of ends, and it's very unsatisfying. I think maybe they're building to some shared universe type thing. But for me, the ending is really, really dissatisfying. And like when it ended, I was like, oh, darn, what did I just do? Why did I just watch this? Did I enjoy like what is essentially 3 short films of fights? Sure.
Yeah.
Knowing how it ends, is the film important to see? No, I don't think so. And again, maybe they're building to a shared universe and this will become important to see, like required viewing for that. As it stands, it's not. So I wouldn't worry about it. So yeah, do I recommend it? I don't know. It's free if you already have Hulu. So I don't know, maybe it's not a bad waste of time if you like watching fights. But if you're into really good storytelling, you're not really going to get much out of this. So yeah, that's kind of where I come down on this film. It's okay. There's a cool thing toward the end, whatever. I'm just going to say this just because it's cool. It's not a spoiler necessarily. But the big bad at the end of the film is, I guess, supposed to be like the most elite predator that has existed. Think of like King Predator, I guess. Like this is the predator. And one thing that's really cool is he wears a cape made of dead queen alien tails. Like from like xenomorph aliens.
Yeah.
And that's really dope.
Yeah.
And he has like the rib cage of an alien queen on his back.
Yeah.
And it's like these cool, like antler looking things. It's really, really dope. And so that's cool. But apart from a few cool moments like that, where I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, visually, that's cool. Oh, that's a cool fight. Oh, that's a cool move. That's about all you're going to get out of this film. So do I recommend it? I don't know. If you're a Predator fan, sure. If you're a fan of fights, sure. If you want anything more than that, you can skip it.
I'll probably check it out now that you said that. I mean, because I'm fairly interested in this.
Yeah.
Well, and this is being released prior to Predator Badlands, which is also coming out this year in theaters.
Which looks good.
Also directed by Dan Trachtenberg. It's coming out in November.
Yep.
And like you said about the shared universe and all that stuff, like Elle Fanning plays an android in Badlands.
Yeah.
Created by Weldon Yutani.
Yes. Yep.
So it is certainly like I don't know when these were created, if they obviously at some point they like became like a shared thing, I guess, because they're both owned by Fox.
Yeah.
But you know, for better or worse, they are now essentially recognized as being in the same universe.
Yes. Which is cool. I'm fine with that. That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's cool. Badlands looks good. I do want to see it. There's a post-credits scene here that you do need to, or maybe it's mid-credits, whatever. Final thing that is where I get that there's a hint toward what's coming. And so I don't know if you're interested at all in this as a potential franchise, then fine, go see it. Again, this isn't a bad use of your time, and there's some moments that you're like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. But again, if you're looking for like deep storytelling, you're not going to get it here, but there's enough, I think there's enough to grab you. And you know, again, it's not a bad waste of your time. I think I ended up giving this 3.5, 4 stars, whatever. It's probably 3.5, but like, it's fine. But again, I just wish it was a little better in its third act. That's where it fell apart for me. Everything else was good though. So I don't know. I don't want to come down too hard on it or make you feel like it's a worse movie than it is. It's fine. It's totally serviceable piece of animation. And, the animation needs some work, but like, it's fine. And it, I sound like a broken record in this, but like, and it also sound like, a dumb dude bro, but I'm like, that's cool fights.
Yeah.
But that's the draw. Like that's the premise.
Well,
the premise is
that's what people want. Yeah. The Predator's going to
the premise
fight
is
people.
What if this really good warrior went and fought other warriors?
Yeah.
So like, You got to have a good fight.
I say this all the time, but like one of my favorite shows back in the day was The Deadliest Warrior. And it was all about running simulations against what if the Apaches fought the Russian Spetsnaz, you know?
And right. And you're like, okay.
Yeah. What if a samurai fought the Predator? It's cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And that second sequence that takes place in feudal Japan or whatever is the best of them. So yeah, the third one is like a World War II fighter pilot kind of guy. And so it's mostly like, dogfights between a spaceship and a little biplane type deal. It's fine. It's the least impressive because it's the least hand to hand. So whatever, but regardless, it's fine.
Well, and I'm into this thing lately of especially like other franchise, like, if we're going to be making franchise IP stuff, like what I like is what Predator is doing with these, like we're going to release this animated one, but then later in the year, we're going to release, the next one.
Yeah.
Like we're conceiving them with each other in mind and producing them at the same time. And that's like a whole thing. And, the 28 Days Later franchise is doing the same thing. They've, by the time this is even out, probably like that film's going to be out. It's coming out this weekend, I think. So
yes, it is.
Like, so that's the beginning of a new trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
There's this one by Danny Boyle. And then the next one is like The Bone Temple being directed by Nia DaCosta. And then the third one is Danny Boyle and it's the Bone Temple Part 2 or whatever. And it's like, well, that's cool. I mean, like, and they're all written by Alex Garland. Like, dude just walked up and was like, I've got an idea for a trilogy. And the studio was like, okay,
cool.
Yeah. So, I'm into that. I like that honestly better than I like, we make movie makes money, studio demands a sequel, then we think of sequel idea. I think it's more creatively organic to just have plans and just say, hey, just give us money. People are going to watch this. So just do it. And whereas if 28 years later was just the next one and there weren't two others planned after it with it, as someone who I think I saw the first film a long time ago, I never saw 28 Days Later and I was thoroughly uninterested. Now it's
never saw 28 Weeks Later?
I never saw 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. And I don't really remember 28 Days Later. I wasn't going to watch that at all. And now I'm like, I think I'll probably go back and check these out,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to, I won't make it in theaters for this, but like I will eventually, I now am interested in watching this series.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to tie together.
Yep.
And that interests me. I like serial storytelling. ChatGPT is Jesus now.